Hello and welcome to my channel. Today we're going to be doing a reading on what is your next relationship, okay? So without further ado, let's go ahead and get into it. All right, so pile one. Let's see, who is this person? What are their intentions? And what is going to be the most likely outcome of this relationship? Back of the deck, we have the Page of Cups, which talks about attachment, which is nice. It talks about, it can be talking about like creativity and things of that nature, but I see this more so in a way of attachment, right? So I have a feeling that there's going to be a pretty, I don't want to say a super strong attachment, but it'll be like a tangible, audible attachment, something that you could see from miles away. You know what I mean? Everyone can tell. So who is this person? We have the Four of Pentacles in reverse. All right. So they may hold back at first. I don't see this person as being very selfish, but I see them kind of holding back at first. Clarifier for that. We have the Wheel of Fortune. All right, yeah. So this person, I feel like when I feel like they don't give themselves away too easy, but when they do with this Wheel of Fortune, it's a huge deal. It's a huge deal. All right. This is not someone who takes relationships super lightly. Some people, you know, they're in relationships and they're like, hey, whatever happens, happens. I don't care. This is not that person. This person, to them, relationships are a big deal. All right. Let's go ahead and see what type of relationship y'all will have. What's going on here? We have the Three of Swords in reverse and the King of Pentacles upright. I like this. Three of Swords talks about disappointment and heartbreak. But when we have it in reverse, that means predicting heartbreak before it happens, right? And then we have the King of Pentacles upright, which is stability. Come on. Stability, reliability. This is a practical masculine energy. So like I said, I feel like this person doesn't give their heart away too easy. Like I said, with that Three of Swords in reverse, they may be someone who kind of chickens out a little bit early though. It is not even, okay, obviously no one wants to get hurt, right? But I feel like it's more so coming from a place of like anxiety, perhaps trauma, but this person might just be kind of anxious or just non-trusting. But I can tell you with this King of Pentacles that they are reliable, that they are practical, and they are loyal, right? This is a loyal person. This is not someone who runs away at the first sign of conflict. However, like I said, this is someone who you have to know how to talk them down at any time, day and night, right? Because they don't get too invested too quick. And they're the type of person where if they see 1, 2, 3 red flags just beginning, then they're out, right? So maybe you'll feel a bit pressured to be perfect and all this, you know, Pentacle, that's earth energy, Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn. Virgo and Capricorn are some of the most like attention to detail kind of critical people, right? And then you have Tauruses, which are way more laid back, stereotypically, but yeah, this person pays really close attention to detail, and it's hard to hide red flags from them. Let me see if I can turn this camera down a little bit. It may be hard to hide red flags from them. I think this is candle. But once you got them, you're good for life. I think this is someone who invests, okay, good for life, but you know what I mean. This is someone who invests financially into their partners. I don't feel like they hoard their wealth. Do feel like they're willing to invest when and where it's needed though. All right. So most likely outcome of this relationship, we have the Two of Cups, which is perfect. That's bond, that's love, that's trust, that's attachment, that's equal give and take. All right, this is definitely something that I see leading to a positive and healthy relationship. You just got to keep in mind that this person does not give their love away freely. And I'm not saying you got to work for it, right? But you have to show them that you're willing to be just as loyal in return. And just like I said, the earth signs, I'll give Tauruses this one thing. Well, Tauruses have a lot of great attributes, but in the context of this reading, Tauruses, a Venus in Taurus, that's like someone who likes relationships, who likes to take things slow, who like to build a strong foundation and just be loyal and consistent, right? So that's how I see this person, loyal and consistent. And when they choose you and you choose them, when you two choose each other and it's decided that you two are good for each other, you like each other, and you're compatible. And maybe you have red flags, maybe they have red flags, but it's nothing too like drastic. Nothing that's a deal breaker, right? Maybe, I don't know, one of you likes to chew with their mouth open, right? Something like easy fix, right? Light fix. Or even if it's not easy, it's doable, right? So I definitely see a really good bond coming out of this. I see both you and them feeling lucky, like you've hit jackpot. I don't know why jackpot. I do think this person likes to spoil. I think that with that King of Pentacles, their love language is more physical. So gift giving, physical touch, perhaps acts of service. What are the other two? Quality time and words of affirmation. Yeah, this person's very gift, physical touch, act of service kind of person, right? And with that Wheel of Fortune, the Wheel of Fortune can also talk about fate. Sometimes it talks about luck that is just way too coincidental, just be luck. You know what I mean? Fate. And yeah, I see you guys having a really good bond. All right, so let me go ahead and give you advice. Back of the deck, we have the Tower card. So this is unexpected. This is unexpected. All right, so let me just go ahead. Look at me dropping all my cards. 1 second. So let me go ahead and give you advice for this connection. You take that Page of Cups out. Let me go ahead and give you advice for this connection. How to maintain and take care of this connection in a way that will be productive, emotional, sentimental for the both of you. All right. How to maintain this relationship. Oh. All right, so we have the Nine of Wands. So the Nine of Wands is about feeling spread thin. It's at that point where it's like, all right, this is hard, but I'm going to keep going. I'm going to stay focused. I'm going to stay determined. And like I said, earlier, I feel like this person, it may be a little bit hard to gain their trust. But if you want them to put up with X, Y, and Z, you have to be willing to compromise on certain things too. And you have to be willing to collaborate to find middle ground with one another. You know what I mean? Also, I feel like passion is going to be high in this relationship. And just because it's real passionate, just because there's a lot of infatuation, doesn't mean that, what's the back of the deck? 6, 7, 8 of Pentacles, taking your time. But just because it's real passionate, just because there's a lot of, infatuation and it feels like a teenage dream, right? Like that Katy Perry song, that doesn't necessarily mean that it's not a good relationship. Even if just because it starts off, the chemistry and everything is high, usually, we're afraid that we don't want relationships to burn out quick, right? So with the Nine of Wands, this is a reminder you can have something that's fun and passionate and so on and so forth. And just because it's like that doesn't necessarily mean it's going to burn out quick, right? But at the same time, with that Eight of Pentacles in the back of the deck, try to pace yourself. And what I mean by that is go ahead and say, okay, I like this person and these are the qualities I'm looking for. And make sure that this person shows you that they possess these qualities or are working toward certain attributes before you really dive in super deep. I feel like you two will be compatible, and I don't feel like this will necessarily be a huge problem, but it's like, have fun, be passionate, all this and that, and spend your time gaining each other's trust. But before you get too serious, make sure that they exhibit all of these attributes and understand that these are the attributes you want and you're not going to accept anything less, right? So one more card of advice for pile 1. One more card of advice for pile 1. We have the Emperor in reverse and the Six of Wands in reverse. All right, so the Six of Wands in reverse talks about ego. Five of Pentacles behind that. So the Six of Wands in reverse talks about ego and pride getting in the way of your victory. The Emperor in reverse is controlling, it's aggressive, it's hot-headed, it's fast-tempered, right? Instead of being protective, it's offensive, it's aggressive, right? So this is a reminder for you and for your partner. Ego and pride, you have to be able to put those things aside and come from a place of love and compassion. In this, I see potential for power struggles with the Emperor and the Six of Wands in reverse with the Five of Pentacles upright. So be careful for that. It's okay to say this is what I want and I'm not going to settle for nothing else. But like I said, be willing to cooperate. Just please be willing to cooperate. You know, the thing about passion is that passion can manifest in so many different ways, right? It can be lust, it can be anger, you know, whatever. It can be excitement, right? So like I said, I see this being a pretty passionate connection, and it's like, try to channel that passion into good outlets, right? So I'll leave it at that, but maybe you understand what I'm saying. Try to channel the passion into good outlets. Good outlets, right? Passion is passion. How you choose to express it is how you choose to express it. But I see potential for power struggles here. So like I said, you know, Emperor is Aries energy. This is fire energy, earth energy. You know, in this earth energy card, this Five of Pentacles, this talks about abandonment. It talks about feeling powerless, and so on and so forth, right? So with our with our earth energy, we're having a card of feeling powerless. But with our fire energy, we're having cards of craving that power and control once again. So like I said, y'all are going to have to learn how to cooperate with one another. Okay? How to cooperate. And how to express yourself in a healthy way and in a loving way, regardless of how you feel. Try to keep your cool, try to stay calm, and try to bring compassion into the situation, right? And don't let it be all about ego. Like, don't pile one, like, if, you know, you may be a beautiful person and you may definitely be, you know, what people would think of as like a trophy partner, right? So just passion, that's all I'm getting. Just try and keep that passion with a reasonable outlet, okay? Because I do feel like it's gonna be a very passionate connection. So with that being said, I hope you enjoyed. Please like, comment, share, subscribe. Let me know what you'd like to see next, and I would be glad to deliver. See you next video. All right, hello pile 2, and welcome to your reading. Sorry for all the noise. We're gonna go ahead and get right into it. Ooh. We have the Three of Cups in reverse, so that's gossip, that's distrust, disloyalty. What's this about? So let's see who this person is. Who is this person? And why are we looking at all these third parties? The reading just started. Who is this person? Five of Cups in reverse. Predicting disappointment before it begins. All right. I'm already getting a message. People are going to have opinions about this relationship. I see quite a lot of people having opinions about this relationship. And I see you not really trusting this person, not really wanting to go too far through with anything because of what other people are saying and other people's opinions. You don't have to worry about that. You do not have to worry about that. Don't let what other people say get in the way of what you know. Like, people might say, oh, this and that. But if you know that this person is not like that, don't allow yourself to be easily swayed by people who don't know them, right? And maybe you don't trust them, but try to get to the bottom of things. Try to understand before you pass judgment right away, all right? So how are you two gonna meet? We have the Devil card in reverse. Okay, maybe you two have common... Are all my cards in reverse? Okay, maybe you two have common struggles. You may meet... I'm not gonna lie, that Devil card usually isn't anything too healthy. So you may meet, like... This could be... It's giving, like... You know what? With the Three of Cups and the Devil in the same reading, maybe you two don't start in, like, the most... we'll say conservative. Maybe you two don't start under the most conservative circumstances. So there's that. What is the relationship gonna be like? So let's see. How does it develop? Yep, look at that. The Moon card in reverse. Lies being uncovered. And all the cards are in reverse. So yeah, I have a feeling that you two don't start off in the most, like, romantic circumstances or whatnot. Maybe you two just start off like messing around or something like that, and it's nothing too crazy, but eventually someone, you know, catches feelings and decides to conceal it. Something about this relationship is gonna address a lot of these shadow aspects that you two have in common. All right, so let's see, how does this turn from a sultry situation to a loving one? How does it turn into a real relationship? All right, we have Six of Cups, which talks about repeating the past. So perhaps you've already known this person for quite a while. Yeah, we have the Ten of Cups. Maybe you've known this person for quite a while and they're already in your community. They're already in your vicinity. I feel like you two are just going to... you know, the good thing about this with that Six of Cups, there's definitely a friendship here. A lot of relationships, they start off as just, I like you, we have fun, we're gonna commit because it feels good to be together. But this is the type of relationship where I'm getting, he confides in me when he wants to. He doesn't feel the need to lie from a song. The good thing about this, despite how it starts out, whether this is friends with benefits or sneaking around, whatever, I see that you two actually build a real friendship through it and because of it. So that's nice. With the Six of Cups, that's like mutual give and take emotionally. And yeah, you know, I'm getting, you remind me of a girl that I once knew, which is why I cannot get with you. So maybe there's an element of repeating the past in this relationship with that Six of Cups, because a lot of the time that talks about repeating the past. Yeah, so let's go ahead and see what the actual relationship is like. Okay, look at that. We have the, we have the Ten of Cups. Hold on, sorry, 1 second. We have the Ten of Cups. This is literally like the happily ever after card. This is emotional fulfillment. This is happiness. You may know them through family. Maybe you met them through a family member or someone in your community. With the Six of Cups and the Ten of Cups, I just get a really familiar feeling and energy from them being in your life. And yeah, so that's what I'm saying. Like, regardless of what's going on the outside or how things may look, I feel like you two just have a really good emotional bond, and that's what people don't see. Like, maybe you two did not start under the best circumstances, or you didn't have the first, like, the best launch, but the emotional bond and the emotional attachment is what makes this relationship thrive. You know, it's that feeling of, and maybe there's trust issues with that Devil card in reverse and the three. I have a feeling that there may be trust issues, and it has to do with like a third party or someone from the past, or just the way that you guys started. But the good news about this is I see you two actually having a massive amount of love for each other. All right, yeah, back of the deck is the Sun card. Optimism, positivity, good outcomes. Excuse me. So let's go ahead and pull one card for what is the most likely outcome of this relationship. All right, back of the deck is Six of Pentacles. That's commitment, that's accountability, that's equal give and take, like I said, with that Six of Cups. Most likely outcome of this relationship. We have the Hermit. All right, so you're definitely going to learn a lot about yourself through this relationship. Like I said, something about this starts off a bit rocky. Something about this has a lot of people gossiping and giving negative opinions, but you're going to learn a lot about yourself. You're going to learn a lot about your red flags, okay? This person might mirror you and you might realize, oh shit, I kind of am the problem, right? So yeah, like, and you know what they say, like, you attract what you are. I don't believe that to always be true, but I think that this may be a case of that, of attracting what you are, and not necessarily like you are everything that they are, but more so in a way where like, there's a reason why you're invested in this person, and this relationship is going to show you what is it, what unhealed part of you is putting you in situations like this, right? This is going to reveal a lot about yourself. All right, is this relationship gonna last? Because this is interesting. How is this relationship gonna last? I shouldn't even ask that, but what should pile 2 do to make this relationship last? How about that? What can pile 2 do to make this relationship last? We have the 9 of Swords in reverse. Yeah, that's anxiety, that's depression, that's sleepless nights, that's blaming yourself, that's being hard on yourself, just like with that Devil card in reverse. Try not to be so hard on yourself, one. And anxiety is normal, anxiety is natural, we all go through it, right? But also, you need to forgive yourself. You need to forgive yourself, and you need to know yourself. And it's hard to know yourself because you'll never see yourself from like a stranger's perspective, right? We have our own biases on what's cool and what's not. But you have to dig deep into yourself. I'm telling you, in order to make this last, you have to dig deep into yourself and understand why you're attracted to this person in the first place. What need are you trying to fulfill, right? So it's the most likely outcome of this relationship. We have the Queen of Cups. Yeah. This is definitely going to bring out a sweet side. Back of the deck is the Wheel of Fortune. So this is definitely like a 50-50 thing with the Wheel of Fortune, because the Wheel of Fortune goes up and down. It always spins. So I feel like this is a relationship with a 50-50 chance. With that Queen of Cups, like I said, deep bond, loving bond, absolute adoration, and willing to do what it takes to make one another happy, right? Whoever the feminine is in this connection, I'm definitely seeing this person falling deep, right? I'm getting, how deep is your love? Is it like the ocean? Yeah, you guys are going to be testing each other. I'm telling you, something about this relationship is like a little bit difficult, right? And I feel like a lot of people are going to be trying to put their 2 cents in, but you have to listen to your intuition, and you have to pay attention to exactly what's being shown to you. So we have Capricorn energy and Virgo energy. The moon is Cancer energy. So we have a little bit of air energy, but mainly water and earth energy. So that's that. But yeah, you have to listen to your intuition. You have to pay attention to the red flags. And this is a great relationship that will teach you about yourself and who you are. You know what I mean? And why you do the things you do and what needs you're trying. I'm telling you, this is like very, very karmic, it feels like. All right, so pile 2, I hope that made sense. Please like, comment, share, subscribe, and let me know what you'd like to see next. All right, pile 3, welcome to your reading. We're going to be finding out all about your next relationship, okay? So, let's see. Who is this person? We have the Seven of Pentacles in reverse, so I can tell you that they are impatient. Back of the deck is the Eight of Wands. Yes, this person is impatient. I feel like once you two get together, Four of Cups, yeah. So, all right. So this person is impatient. They move things pretty fast. This is giving like all alleged and for entertainment purposes only. This is giving like sex in the first week type stuff, or at least that's what they prefer. Like they prefer something exciting and exhilarating, right? With the Four of Cups in the back of the deck, I don't think they're going to be too interested in love when you meet. I'm not even going to lie to you. They don't really want to invest too much in someone. Yeah, I'm getting Don't Come Looking for Love, that August Alsina song. But yeah, they don't want to invest nothing. They're not looking for a long time. This type of person is looking for a good time. All right, let's go ahead and see how you two will meet. How will you two meet? I'm getting on a trip overseas, something like that, on the road. We have the Sun card. Okay, so I definitely feel like when you do meet, Sun is Leo energy. So for some of you, it may literally be the summer. It may August, like literally be Leo season, sunny, right? Excuse me. You know, if you want to take it in a literal sense. But the way I see this is that you two are actually gonna have a very, very, excuse me, positive interaction. Excuse me. I feel like from the first interaction, you're gonna know, wow, this has a whole lot of potential. Like, I'm loving this. Yeah, I think you're gonna be feeling really optimistic. I'm hearing he got something special. He got something special. And when he's all around me, something sentimental, he might be the one, right? So this is kind of that thing. I'm telling you, I'm getting teenage dream, just like my last file. All right, what does this person look like? We have the Lovers card. All right, you two might actually kind of, look, the Sun and the Lovers card. I'm telling you, this person does not like to invest, but you two are going to bond pretty well. You two are going to bond pretty well. So we have Leo and Gemini energy. Leo and Gemini are like one of the most compatible pairs of the whole entire zodiac, right? They just kind of fuel each other. With the Lovers card, you two may even like come from the same culture or ethnic background, something like that. Something about you two mirrors each other for sure. The Lovers represents the twins, right? We think Gemini. So yeah, I think something about you two mirrors each other, but I also just feel like you two are going to have a very mutual impression, mutual understanding, and mutual interest in each other, right? So how does this develop into a relationship? How does this develop into a relationship? How does this develop into a relationship? We have the Ten of Wands. So that's about feeling like you want to give up. That's about feeling like you're over it. You've done too much. You're not getting what you want out of this. You're ready to throw it away. So like I said, with that Seven of Pentacles, this person, and in back of the deck, we have the Moon card in reverse with the Ten of Cups behind that, right? So like I said, I feel like this person is not going to be too like deep, too crazy about committing and investing in someone. They like to have fun. They don't like nothing too serious. And that Lovers card, you know, Gemini is a very like fun, exciting, like type of energy, really cool. Yeah, I just feel like eventually it's gonna feel like, okay, I'm tired of this just being passionate. Like, I want something deeper. And with that Moon card in reverse with the Ten of Cups behind it, I'm telling you, there's so much untapped potential in this relationship. And I just see it being like a situationship, and it's even worse than a regular situationship, because usually in those, like, one person is not reciprocating, someone's not as interested as the other, but that's not the case here. I feel like you two are actually going to be equally interested in one another. It's just going to be a matter of I don't want to say a matter of time, but I'm honestly feeling like this is going to be the relationship where someone's going to have to give an ultimatum. Like, look, I'm not going to be your little like friend with benefit forever. Like, we're either going to build something or I'm going to have to leave. I'm sorry. Like, I just cannot do this any longer. So that's kind of the vibe I'm getting. 3 of Cups in reverse. Yeah, third parties. This is kind of a tough one, I'm not going to lie. And I think the toughest part about it is the fact that there actually are equal sentimental feelings with that Lover's card and that 10 of Cups. I don't really think that this is, and it's not even that you're being strung along. It's just this person kind of wants to see how far they can get, how much they can get out of you without necessarily giving you that commitment, despite how they feel. You know, they're just kind of lazy. Right? 7 of Pentacles is about putting in the work. 7 of Pentacles in reverse, that's lazy. This person doesn't want to put in the work. They want to take the easy way with the 8 of Wands, you know? So let me go ahead and give you advice for this connection. Advice for pile 3's relationship. So I'm getting moving on. Don't be afraid to move on, right? Don't chase anybody. You want someone who's going to come after you. Not come after you, but you want someone who's going to pursue you. You don't want to be the only person pursuing. And this person is lazy. So the more you pursue, the more comfortable they feel, and the more lazy and the more they slack. You know what I mean? So let's go ahead and see what's advice. We have the Fool and the 2 of Pentacles in reverse. What did I just say? So 2 of Pentacles in reverse talks about unequal give and take. It talks about someone kind of getting the short end of the stick. And the Fool card talks about new beginnings, being naive, stuff like that. So be careful not to necessarily be naive. Like I said, it's not this person doesn't like you. It's not that they wouldn't make a good partner. They're just lazy. They just don't feel like doing it. Maybe they're burnt out with that 10 of Wands. They're burnt out from their past relationships. And they're just like, oh my gosh, why can't we just chill? Why can't we just enjoy each other and just be that? You know, having a deep bond, but just enjoy each other, right? And the Fool card talks about new beginnings. Don't be afraid to walk away if this is not satisfying you. Also, don't be naive. Don't be naive. Do not let this person walk all over you. Do not let this person think that you're going to be a doormat. And if you cannot, if it's hard to set boundaries to the point where they understand that's not going to happen, don't be afraid to start new. However, with that Fool card, I also feel like this will be a new experience for you, something that's unlike other ones, because it's just weird. It's like y'all have the bond, but this person just won't budge. Let me go ahead and see if they're going to change at some point. But yeah, advice is don't be naive. Don't be naive. Show this person that you have boundaries. Show this person that you're not going to put up for that shit. And show this person that if they want you, they're going to have to pursue you. And if they're not willing to do that, you're willing to move on. You know what I mean? So, let's see if this relationship will ever be serious, though. What is the likelihood that this relationship will turn into something serious and committed? I'm getting very high in the back of my mind. Very high. The Star card. Yeah, that's about hope. That's about wishes coming true. That's about wish fulfillment. The things you want, right? So I do think there's a high likelihood of this turning into something serious, because no matter what this person is used to, what they usually do, they really do like you and they really freaking admire you. And they're not going to want to lose you, right? This is something different from what they're used to, right? We have the Queen of Wands. Yeah, this person thinks you are the sugar honey iced tea, okay? They find you to be attractive and magnetic, and you're the queen. Look, there's no other queens or kings. You're the main character, okay? You are the main character, and they see that. And like I said, this person, they like passion, they like fun, they like that teenage fever kind of feeling. And you give them butterflies. Right? So back of the deck is the Knight of Wands in reverse. That's misguided aggression. That's intentions just go into the wrong place. Like I said, this person's lazy, and they may have gone through stuff and now they kind of take it out on their partners. Like, I already went through that, I already did that, I'm not doing it again, whatever, I had it, who cares? So don't let them take advantage with that Knight of Wands in reverse. It's a manipulative energy as well. Don't let them take advantage, okay? And with the Queen of Wands, when you stand strong and you show that you're strong and you have boundaries, you're not going to take no shit, they're going to be like, all right, I'm going to have to get my shit together because I don't want to leave pile 3. I don't want pile 3 to leave me. All right, so that's your reading. I hope that resonated. I hope that made sense. Please like, comment, share, subscribe, and let me know what you would like to see next, and I will deliver.